Channel. My name is Scrapqueen and today I'm gonna start a new project, and yeah, the things that you see right in front of me, they are just all my favorite tools that I ever have in front of me. So yeah, I do have two scissors, one big one, that's the Fiskars, and one smaller one, it's from Tim Holtz. Those two I just love to use every day. My all-time favorite ruler is the Easy Read ruler from Victor. Love it because it's in inches and in centimeters. Love it, love it, love it. That's the one. Just a simple picker for my tape to peel off. This one is a stamp tool, but I just love it to tear my tape from. It is from Creamotion, but you have it in all kind of sort of things. But you easily can pick up an acrylic block, but for me, because of my long nails, it's handy to pick up. I love this one. Then I just a pencil, and this I love to use for scoring my score lines. And yep, this is a scoring tool, a bone folder, but I love to use this for increase my papers. So because why do I not use this for scoring? Because this is an old one and this is very thick, and I love to use this metal piece because it stays like it is. Alright, so that's the one that I always like to use. I love to use my art glitter glue. Love it, but also I also like my fabric tag from Beacon because it's perfect for laces and fabric, and yeah, also for wood and leather and all other things. So these two are definitely my favorite ones. Not the cheapest one, but I love it. Early in the days I used just a cheap one from the Action. I started with this one, perfect, perfect, perfect. But during the years, this one I love better because it dries so fast. So, but you don't have to buy an expensive one. Just start with the one that you love to work with. Alright, so those are the things that I'm going to work with. I am also going to use in this project a crocodile corner jumper, and which one is this one? Does this have a number? Yet the cloud one. The cloud and the scallop one. So yep, if you don't have it, you don't especially have to buy it. Please don't spend any money if you don't want this to use. But for me, I am definitely going to use this. Plus I'm also going to use my envelope punch for making my pockets have a nice, I always forget that word, to have that nice, not an incision, but yeah, you know what I mean, what I'm going to use it. Then I also like to use my We Are Memory Keepers 2-in-1. I just love this one because it scores and cuts at the same time. So those I also like to use in this project. So I basically think that I managed it all. And yep, for the distress ink, I think I'm going to use two. The vintage photo one and the forest moss one. You also can just use the ink. You don't have to use exactly the oxide. But for me, I just have it right in front of me, so it's perfect. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, let's go. Oh, by the way, if you see me moving, cutting papers to the left, then I am going to use my Fiskars Precision. That's my big girl. I always like to use that, so don't forget. Almost forgot that to mention. I always have this white by my side. It's my left hand. Alright guys, let's get started. And of course we are already have started something, but we're still gonna wait for this. And I always have cold feet when I'm starting with pages and everything. I know, always. But when it's started and it's going on, and yeah, then I am really getting in the move and in the road and everything. So it will it will be getting better. But for those who knows me longer than today, yeah, I always have cold feet in when I start my first page. I always have that. I don't know why that is. I have no clue, but oh my gosh, I always struggle with that. So I always think, oh, where do I start? What paper do I want to use? What? So what we are going to do, girls and boys. You know, I like to make first a page and then the cover. For this one, it might be a folio. I don't know just yet. So that's always the struggle with me. I don't know. Some people of you like to plan things. I am terrible at that. I am the worst person on planning things. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to start and let's just see where it goes. Alright, so I just had, oh here it goes. So I know what chipboard that I like to make. So my base page is going to be 5.5 by 8 inch. And in centimeters that's 14 by 20.3. That's what I like to use. Now I'm not going to use, I'm just going to start with my first page, very simple. But, I don't like my page right away, just a simple cut. So what I'm going to do, by the way, I am going to use black cardstock, Clairefontaine 160 gram. A4 sizes, I always use that. So what I like to make is 2 hinges at the top. So if I like to end up with a 5.5 by 8 inch, then I need to cut this down first 5.5. Yeah, it's not that wide, but that's perfectly fine. Is this a 5.5? Oh. Okay, let me check that. Where is that chipboard what I had cut? Yeah, I think it is. Yep, it's a little bit smaller. Yep, let's do that. Let's make a nice and small one. It doesn't have to be always big. Alright, now I like to make a score line, 1/2 inch. And then it needs to be an 8 at the end. So I'm just gonna make my little fold line right here, yeah. And then I just can cut this off. So at the end you will have your base page that is, let me check, 5.5 by 8. So you can do that. You can without measuring. Yep, you can. I trust you that you can do this easily. Okay, so we do have a 5.5 by 8 inch page. It's not that big, but it's fun. You don't always have to make big things. Alright, so we are gonna work with this. Yeah, what we do need is some some design paper. See, it's been way too long that I carved. It was. I did had a few weeks off, and that I mean not voluntarily. Alright, so let's cut this. Okay, where is the mark? Here is the mark. Didn't go all the way. Yep, now I did. I definitely need a bigger table. This table. I mentioned that earlier, but maybe it's a good idea to do that. Okay. So that is what we have right now. Pretty easy. But don't glue it down. Well, maybe you can. Shall we glue it down? Oh, what the heck, we are going to glue it down. We can. Don't forget to smudge the edges. You can make it always a little bit nicer. You can use any color. You always can use the vintage brown one, the vintage photo one. I think I'm just gonna mix it up because this green fits perfect to this, and you know me, I love having it a little in the corners. Just me, what I love to do. Alright, so shall we just glue it down? Oh yeah, what the heck, let's glue it down. Let's glue this down. And I'm just going to start with the simplest thing to do. Well, simple, but yeah. I think this is the most simple thing that I am planning in this photo. There we go. So, what do you think? Easy peasy, isn't it? Yep, but it's not done. No. Okay, next is we're gonna use some of these, and I was wondering with color. Okay, so I smudged it with the Distress Oxide Vintage Photo, and I did it with the green one, and the green one fits so cool. So I'm definitely gonna make these. I think 3 is more than enough. So what I did is I just cut from brown craft papers, and now I don't know which size do we want. Well, I do like this all the way. Let's say that this is, let me just measure. So okay, let's say this is a 5/1/4, so I'm just gonna cut this 4/1/4. No, 4.5. I think even a 4/3/4 is a nice size. Okay, let's do that. 4/3/4. Gonna cut this, and then I'm gonna cut 1 inch, and we do need 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let's cut 3 pieces. All are 1 inch, so they are pretty big. And how do I did this? I did that with that corner chomper. Then you get a really nice end. Alright, so turn it. Look how cool that is. But if you don't have this corner chomper, then of course you always can cut it with your You also can just cut a straight corner if you like that. You always can use a simple round corner punch if you like. So you don't have to go right away ordering this corner chomper. But if you have it, then this is an absolutely stunning way of making these. Here we go. Yep, cool. Alright. Here we go. Now I am wondering if I glue this down, if I still can make a nice... Yep, I can. So I don't have to do that right now. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this a nicer color than this brown one. Just there we go. Make it nice and vintage. So I'm gonna do all 3 of these, and this ink pad is pretty new, so I don't have to put much on it. Look at that color, amazing. Or even go over. I definitely use a very small pieces of paper. Should have used a bigger one, but you know me. Alright. Look how wet this is. Alright, so that's done. I think I'm gonna let this dry for just a second. Otherwise, I think I have all my fingers dirty. Alright, I'll be back in just a sec. Alright guys, so I decided to make 4. I just love these too much. Alright, so how are we gonna glue these on? Now first I am gonna measure a little bit from where I want it. So let's say 1 inch from the bottom. Wait just a sec, I really like this ruler to use for this thing. So I'm just gonna make a little from the edge, and then of course, well, shall we just use 1 by 1? I think maybe that's the good idea. 1 by 1. That's maybe a good idea. Alright, so put your glue on. Oh, my stomach is crawling to me. Alright, so let's put the first one on. And I am gonna eyeball where the middle is. I think this is pretty much the middle. Don't you think? I'm not gonna use my fingers because these are not completely dry. Alright, so the next one I'm gonna use a 1/2 inch. So just make a mark and make a little guideline. Alright, put some glue on for the next one. Here we go. Again, put it on and just, yeah, pretty much. And again, 1/2 inch, a little guideline. And you also can eyeball it all. If you trust yourself, then you just can just put these on. And I must confess, normally I would do that to save time. But sometimes I just want to be sure. Okay, look how neat that looks. Last one. Okay, now I don't need this anymore. At least I think, I don't know, maybe for the incisions, nice and straight. Here we go. Last one. Is it nice and straight? I think it is. Did the best I can. Alright, now we're gonna make some incisions in all of them, and you can use your cutting mat or your your cutter, paper cutter, yeah. Alright, so what we are gonna do right here, yeah, I think I'm gonna use again this ruler to make a nice incision. So, okay, so what is the deal here? So it's in 1 inch, so I just like to make the middle first, and then I think, because I do like it a little bit bigger, so I just make 2 marks. So I think that's the case what I did here. So search for the middle, and then I marked the middle, and then I just made a millimeter on each side. And now I'm just gonna use this little guide right here to make an incision. And oh wow, how far do we want it? You don't have to go all the way. How far do we want to keep it? I'm gonna check that out in just a second. Alright, that's a nice big incision. That's cool to me. Alright, so how far do you like to keep away from 1/2 inch? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Just stay a 1/2 inch away. So I'm just gonna make a mark, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch. I'm gonna do that same thing here. 1/2 inch. I also can use this ruler, so I have all 1/2 inches. Yes, okay, and then for all the rest of them, you just need to make those little marks. Wait just a second, just keep this nice and straight. And I think, yeah, sometimes you can just cut right away, but I like to make incisions first. See, because this one I already made it too far, but you can erase that. So that's the deal on how to make those marks. So I hope you get the picture a little bit. Just take your time for it. You don't have to rush anything. Yeah, for this one too. Try to stay straight. I noticed. Here we go. And my last mark. Here we go. Okay, pretty cool to me. Not perfect, but we'll deal with that. Okay, so yep, now it's just a matter of cutting. So, yeah, for this one I also like to use another ruler. Here, where is it? Where's my small ruler? Where is it? It's hiding from me. Well, I also can use just this one. Perfect. Alright, so I am gonna cut my first cut. Okay, let's see. Alright, next what I like to do to make this just a little bit better, just an old nail file. Yeah, maybe a smaller one, but yep. I don't know what Chica is going to do, but it makes an odd sound. Alright, 3 more to go. Here we go. Yeah, that's a pretty big incision, but I love it. So you can put in your tags so much easier than just one incision. Alright, that went so much easier than the other one. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright guys, how far are you? Are you with me? Let's do the last one. Oh yeah, those last three are really so much better. I think I'm even gonna cut a nice little extra in here because it's not that big as the other three. So much better. Yes, cool. Now I love it. Alright, guys, do you like some extra decoration? Yeah, I know I do. Alright, so what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna make a nice hole in these. And then just a nice boîte inside for the finishing touch. Whoa, that was my fingernail. Oh my goodness. This is a dangerous tool. Watch it, guys. Alright, now which one? Because I know I did use these for the drawers. So I'm just gonna check if I like these. Oh, sorry, guys. Or just the normal one. No, the gold ones are better for this. Yep, pull down if you like. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, the gold ones are better. Alright, now what I like to do is, what is that? Because I noticed for these big ones, see this? See? That's not completely flat. So what I like to do is, I'm just gonna punch these inside. See the difference now? Now they are. So now I just can't put these inside. Oh yeah, that helps so much. Alright, and then just flat these. Something flat, and look at that. Gorgeous. See, they all have that. See that? So I'm just going to use my little tool right here to push these nice inside that little head. And now they are so much better to use. Okay, make sure your legs are not in this opening. Yeah! Alright, let's do them all. Oh my gosh, what do you think? Oh my, it's so simple, but wow! I love it! Oh yes, I definitely am so glad I used the gold ones. Super cute how this looks. Yeah, super cool. Shall we do right away some tags in it? I think we are ready for that. So they are ready for a 3.5. So let me cut a piece of paper. That's 3.5. Give me some space here. 3.5. And 3.5. Now, the first one is of course very, very small. So we are going to make 2 small ones, alright? But this one fits nicely. So what I do is I'm just going to move it in till the bottom. So again, no measurements. No. And I don't want to overlap this. So I definitely don't want to go higher than this incision right here. So I just put this in till the bottom. You will feel that you are at the bottom. And then I'm just going to make a mark just a little lower than that incision. And then cut it. Alright, that's one. Let's go in the next opening. Do the same thing. Let's move this all the way to the bottom. And again, don't overlap this, otherwise you don't see those. And I don't know, maybe you even don't see it at all when they all are in. I have no clue. And for the last one, we do exactly the same. Go in. Let's move it all to the bottom, right here. And then for this one, of course, we do not want this to stick out. So I'm just going to stay a little ½ inch lower than the top. Alright, so these are my 3 ones. And then for the bottom, I'm just going to make 2 small ones, because this looks ridiculous if I just make a little one. So I'm going to make 2 small ones that are what size? Can I make 2 of these? Maybe. Just checking it out. What is this? Yeah, this is definitely 4. Alright, so let's just split this in half. You can make it a 2, but I'm just going to split this in half. Why not? Just use it. I'll just make it a 2. It's easier for me. A 2 here and a 2 here. I can cut this. It's a small piece. And I love this cutter, but you have to be careful if you cut a small piece. Alright, and then of course the same with this one. I don't want to overlap this. So I'm just going to move this to the bottom. And I don't want to be higher than that incision. Alright, now I'm talking a little strange. Yep, that's meaning that I'm having fun. Then that my nerves are leaving me right now, and that's a good thing. So don't think that I make fun of everybody or something, or make fun of myself. Nope, it's not, but it's just me. Alright, so to make a tag a little bit more nice, but you can make that maybe better with the design paper. I always think that. But anyway, this looks so much better now. If you make 2 small ones for here at the bottom. Oh, and by the way, totally forgot. Totally forgot. There are so many, I believe, little tags also here to be used. Let's say for this one, see, I could have used these small ones to put in here, but I always can do that. But for now I'm just going to make ones with papers. By the way, yep, I did found the front cover of this one. For those who totally missed that out, I totally forgot it. I just found it downstairs in my other stash room. Oh my god, that sounds strange. Alright, but anyway, so let's give a look how this looks if I put these all inside. And then all the way to the bottom. Let's see how they will look if everything is nice inside. Yes! Ta-da-da-da-da-da! See that? And then you still see, well, maybe I could have made these a little lower, but I always can. See that? I think I'd like to make them just a little lower, just a little. These ones. these I want to make just a little lower, and these also. Just a little tiny bit. Just a little tiny bit. Because I want to see, I do want to see a little bit more of that. It's really tiny, but super cute. Alright, now I really think it's better. Check that out all the way. Oh yes, definitely. Definitely, yeah, I don't want to miss that green one, guys. Yeah, this is way better. See? Yes. Okay. Cool. Alright, do you want to decorate these right away, or do you want to wait for that? Normally I will wait for that. So now I do that too. Okay. Next step. I think I will make those cards. I hate seeing black pages. So I'm just gonna go through these a little bit and just, oh well, go with the flow, guys. Just use what we have and just see what you like to use. Just go with the flow. So, but I did cut this one out and the other ones with these ones. So just go with the flow and just see what you like to add on these tags. And I think I'm gonna use these. Let me just first smudge the edges a little bit. Alright, now how do we start with these? What I like is first start with a top bottom. That's strange. Is it strange? Yes, it is strange. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a, let's say, ½ inch is a little too narrow, so I'm gonna cut a 3/4. And what's the back of this one? No, I don't want to make all the same ones. Okay, let's use this one. Let's just use this one. I'm gonna use the 6x6 for these to do. Just, oh, this one is a nice one. Alright, 3 of these. Let's see, let's start with those. Alright. Cut these the right size. You can use all 3 together. That's the beauty sometimes, that you can. If you see the mark, here is the mark. Here we go. Now what I like to use is another corner chomper. I know, I'm sorry if you don't have it. I'm so sorry, but I mentioned this before. If I don't get the chance of using my tools, then why did I ever bought them? So I'm sorry, but yeah, I just love my corner chompers. They are not the best buy that I did, but yeah, pretty much. I just love to use them. They are just a very good investment. But there are other nice corner punches. Alright, so I'm just gonna start with my design paper, and then it's very easy to just cut off this little X, and then you have the perfect match. Alright, so that's how I like to do these tops. Very easy going. go. Let's make the other one. Just make some fun little tags. And I do hate to go back for covering up tags, but normally I would wait to cover up the tags just to oh, now these I definitely can use for these ones. It's cool. But yeah, normally I would wait for it, just because yeah. Is it better? No, it's not better, but sometimes it's cool. Not cool, that's not the right word also. Yeah, I'm terrible at sometimes at things. Not always, but sometimes. Alright, so let's keep this simple as possible. Cutting this. I'm gonna cut also 1/2 inch, so I can use that for the bottom. Makes it a little bit nice to do that. So I'm gonna start at the bottom. And then I'm gonna grab this leftover piece. Now I'm gonna make another mark. And then I'm just gonna flip this over. So I'm still with the same papers. It's very easy if you have double-sided papers. Look how cute this is. Very easy going, but very cute. Now, oh, actually I don't want to use this right now because I love it actually already, so maybe I'm going to change my mind. Okay, for this one I think I'm just going to use this. Looks very, very cute. Oop. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'm going to use this one on here. Then I need a little one for the background, so what shall we do with that? Pink one? Yep, I love it. Here we go. Yep, I do. I'm gonna cut this, and then I'm just gonna glue this on. Let's go wild here. Okay, I'm gonna try to have an equal, and then I also gonna cut this shorter, pretty much the same as, so I have a nice frame all the way around. You get the picture of that. Alright, then first I'm gonna apply this. Go, and then I'm gonna apply this at the bottom. So we do need to cut this down a little bit. There we go, smooth the edges. I like this a little bit more green. Yep. Make it nice vintage. There we go. Look at that. See how easy that can be? It can be. Alright, now my leftovers are these ones. And the pink one. So what do you think? Shall we use this and then this? Yeah, I actually like it. Let's do it. Let's just go crazy. And the easiest part is that all these bags are the same size, so it's very easy to mix and match. Now I like to use the green one on here a little bit. Yeah, you definitely can see that I have a new ink pad right here. Oh, I also could use this brown one, but oh well. Is this the same one as on my nails? I think it is. Wait just a sec. I want to check it out. I think it's the same as my nails. Look at that. See that? Oh my gosh. Yeah, my nails are dirty from the ink, but it's the same one. Super cool. Wow. Okay. Now, shall we add this? Yeah, I definitely like this. On here. Okay. Here we go. And yeah, as just an extra touch, I like making a little hole in it. You don't have to, but if you have one, then it always looks a little bit better. You can add a boîte, an eyelet in there if you like, but if you don't, then it's also fine. Alright, now these little guys, let's see. Super cute to make these little ones. Okay. Did I use this one or this one? Then now I'm going to use this one. Okay. And then this one. Okay, so 2 different ones to mix and match everything. Same thing with these ones, just making a little tops. Oh, not this one, this one. What's the top? This one. Here we go. Oh. Ooh, the sound of that. So cool. Alright, let's just start again. Put this on top and this one. Here we go, nice and easy. Now this I can put away for just a second, cut this shorter. Go, and then you can use anything you like, of course, but I think I really like to use these small ones. Maybe have to cut these just a little tiny off. Look at that. Perfect. Love it. Super cool. And of course with this one also just a tiny, tiny little bit off. And there you go. Cute, tiny little tags. And now if you wonder why using such small tags, well, you never know. You never know. I always use a little basket for the little bits that I always like to save. Even these ones, well, you never know. You never know with me. Definitely never know with me. And for those who watch me longer than today, you know what and why I do save all those little bits. Alright, so, yep. Oh yeah, I was in my little story. Why do I make these little ones? You always can add a little story on the back. Gosh, my fingers are dirty. I'm so sorry, but that's all the meaning of crafting, isn't it? Alright, so what I also like to keep this all together is also these little clumps. Very easy to keep it all together. I also use these for the cutouts. So yeah, super cute. Alright, so how does this will look when this is all inside? Let's move it in all till the end. Okay. Look at that. That is super cute. Super, super cute. Okay, last ones. So what do you think? Is this cute or what? Yep, and everything goes down all the way. Yeah, super fun. You also can make this a little bit more fun to add these, one left, one right, so that's all. But what do you say? Alright, yep, I do have so much fun already, and we also are, I'm just wondering, because there are so many cutouts from this collections, and also so many tags and everything to be used, so I don't want to make too many of those tags myself, because there are plenty of good things to cut out and use it. So have to remember that when I make, because this folio, trust me, there are gonna be loads of pockets. Yeah, maybe it's gonna be a pocket folio. Anyways, alright, so I hope you like it. Yep, the top of the mountain. No, it's not the top of the mountain. How you call this? In English. I have no idea how you call this in English. I know it in Dutch. How it I even don't know what it's like in Dutch. Oh my gosh. Girl, you do need to talk Dutch more. But the start is there, and yep, I'm getting back, and yeah, and I'm getting in the more. It's every time the same story. Yeah, I know. I don't have to apologize, but yeah, you know me by now, and if you don't, then you get to know me better. I am very shy. I am very nervous, and yeah, I'm not that comfortable that I go right away in a new project and yeah, let's do this. Nope, I'm not. But I'm having fun, and I hope you are also enjoying yourself, and I'm also glad that I see that there are still people that likes to join me. So yeah, hope to see you next time, because there are so many things that we are going to do. Alright, see you next time. Give me a big thumbs up. Bye bye. Bye bye.